Zchut Rabbeinu HaKadosh is written, Likutei Moharan, Torah Nunvav 56. And that's the truth that we should know, that even if Hashem is doing everything that He can to hide Himself from us, and even if He's hiding the fact that He is hiding Himself from us, it calls hastara shebetoch hastara. For sure, also there, you can see that it's Hashem Yitbarach hides Himself, dresses Himself. Because for sure, there is nothing in the world that you will not gonna see inside of it the life of Hashem Yitbarach. Because without Hashem Yitbarach's life, that He is the source of life, nothing in the world could be exist at all. And even if, chas v'shalom, you sin, or you do something that it's against the will of Hashem, with all of that, for sure, you receive the life and the power to do that act from Hashem Yitbarach Himself. And it's written in the Tikkun HaKlali, that David HaMelech is asking, is that how that it's going to be? That Hashem will abandon us and He will not going to want us anymore? Can it be something like that, so horrible? Does the kindness of Hashem Yitbarach going to disappear forever? That's what He decided for the future, for all of the generations? Has He forgot the days that He was with us? Did He close all of His mercy from us forever? So, David HaMelech is saying to himself, Va'omar, Chaloti shenot yamin elyon. I have a holy desire. I'm yearning to Hashem. I don't know what my eyes see. I don't know what people are telling me. I'm not listening. I have my desire. I'm going to remind myself the acts of Hashem. Ki ezkera mikedem pilecha. I'm going to remind myself that wonder that calls me Kedem. That in the generation of Adam HaRishon, the first generation, already darkness came down to the world. So the word Mikedem, from before, we're talking about the days of before the creation. That's the source of Kedem. Days of Kedem, the ancient days, days of before the creation. David HaMelech is reminding himself the days before things started to mess up.
That's the day.
You know what happened in Kaf Dalet Elul? Two big things. One, it's my wedding day. Thank you. And second, the twins towers fell in 11 September. It was Kaf Dalet Be'elul. It was my wedding day. It was the same day. So, when the wisdom that we're holding is coming from the ancient days of before creation, so then we can remember the kindness of Hashem Yitbarach. And David HaMelech is saying, and I'm wondering on all of your acts, on all of your actions, on all of the things that you're doing. And I'm talking about the good things. I'm trying to find the good inside all of my life, inside of what that goes on. But the real chizuk that a person have is only to attach himself to that aspect of Kedem, of days of before creation. Because the creation got a purpose. The Creator created the world. The world been created through the words that the Creator said. And the Creator, He talked in Lashon HaKodesh, in the holy language, something very close to the Hebrew of today, but also different. And when He created the world, so the world calls Olam, and the Olam is coming for a purpose. To do what? Leha'alim. The Olam is Ma'alim. He is hiding. The world been created to hide the light of the King, the light of Hashem. That's the purpose of creating the physicality of the world. To block, to seal the light of Hashem, of the King. That's the purpose. This is why actually the darkness even started before of the sin of Adam HaRishon. In the moment that things started to become physical, that it's true, it is written in the Zohar HaKadosh and in Midrashim, that actually the physicality of Adam HaRishon started to become after the sin, when he ate from that forbidden fruit. But still, the creation, to bring things into the world that's going to have details, that's going to have colors, that's going to have some kinds of being, mamashut, that you can feel them. Vayamesh, you can feel choshech, it's darkness. Vayamesh, choshech. You can feel it, it's darkness. It's hiding the light, the beauty, the glory, the kindness, the mercy, the good, the pleasant of the Creator. So why Hashem, why are you doing things like that? Why are you blocking the light? Because if now you're going to have only light with no vessels, it's exactly like to live in darkness. How you say blind, mesunvar in English? Blinded, but you have another word that goes with a lot of light. It's similar that you say with a lot of light, too much light. Okay, now I remembered. Blinded, that's mesunvar, and you want to say that he cannot see, but actually what that you mean when you say blinded is that he's got too much light. Blind, it's iver, he cannot see. So when you cannot see, it doesn't matter if it's coming from lack of light, total darkness, or too much light and you're blinded. It's the same thing. So before the creation, before He made human beings, before He made something, so all of the light was here and no one was there to enjoy it. So it was exactly like that it wasn't there. This is why the infinity calls endless. And endless, those are two words that are telling us something shrink, something constricted. End, it's the end, it's borders, it's finished, not more than that. Less, it's less. And the meaning of the word endless is infinity, is the opposite. And sof, and you're talking about the merchavim. How do you say merchavim? The flats, the view, the spans.
Boundaries.
What?
Boundaries.
Boundaries. Yes. And you're talking about something that is shrinking when you say the words, because if there's no one there to enjoy from it, so it's like that it wasn't there. If you have something so good and it's in your bank and it's in your refrigerator and no one can touch it, so it's like you don't have it. You can be so rich and still so poor because you're cheap, you're not able to touch your own money, so you live a life of poverty and you have millions in the bank, you have houses, you have streets, and it doesn't help you at all because you're cheap, you're not able to touch your money. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the King, the Creator, He wanted to let us enjoy that shefa, the bounty, the beauty, the life. So for that you have to build physical, thick, dark vessels to contain what that is more delicate and gentle than that it's spirituality, that it's the light of Hashem. You have to have a vehicle for the soul. You have to create a world. And that's the purpose of the world. So what's the purpose? We came down and we become darkness. Our bodies become darkness. Our will become darkness. Everything becomes to be so physical and thick. The purpose inside of the purpose. There's a meaning, there's a mission, there's a task, there's a goal. To break this world in half. To cross all of the imaginations and to ignore everything and to ignore fears. And to ignore everything that makes you connect yourself to this world. To break it. You see you have lust for women? Decide, I'm never going to be with women. Never. You're getting crazy. You want to get married. Say, I'm not getting married. I don't care. You're afraid what's going to be with Parnasa? Say, I'm going to give a letter. I'm fine. I quit today. I don't have a house. Go away, go out, go to the fields, go scream to Hashem. If you're going to let your fears and all of the distractions of this world to talk to you, just to let them talk, you're just going to let them talk one word, you lost the game. You're out. You're inside that contaminated world. You're inside those curtains. You're inside the imaginations. A person needs to be strong, to fight, to be a warrior, to be brave. Not to listen to the voice of fear. Not to listen to the voice of his Yetzer Hara that makes you weak and push you down and reject you. From what? From the faith. From the knowledge that the Creator is only good. And everything and everyone that's going to come and preach to you that there are judgments, that there are dinim, that there are bad things, that there's punishments. He's a liar, and don't listen to him. And if you see that it's written in the Bible, what then you're going to do? You need to understand that also the Holy Bible, that also the righteous people is part of the creation of Hashem. And Hashem blocked and constricted the light into vessels. And you need to look through. You need to break that code. You need to understand the real will of the Creator, not what that's written. You can memorize verses and not to use them right, and to use them for whatever you need. And to be a criminal, to be a murderer that uses verses to kill people. You can be the worst of the worst, flagging the Torah. We're holding the Bible. The Holy Bible, and going and slaughtering thousands of women and children by the name of God. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? The Bible, the book, is a vessel. The Holy Likutei Moharan, it's a vessel. All of the righteous people are vessels to contain what? The light of Hashem. We are here to search for the light of the King. So we need to use the vessels for that. Thank you very much. I will try. But if I see that I get confused using the vessels, when suddenly I'm chasing after the vessels, instead of searching and looking for the light, I'm breaking those vessels. I don't need those vessels. And from who I'm learning? From Moshe Rabbeinu, the main prophet of Am Yisrael, the eternal leader of Am Yisrael, the Mashiach of Am Yisrael, Moshe Mashiach. That Moshe Rabbeinu took the holy tablets from the Creator and he said to himself, alright, I just got them to give them, to hand them to my people, and I know for sure that if I'm going to give them that, they're going to use it as idols. They're going to worship idols with it. So I'm just going to break it. What he took, what he braked? The holy tablets. Handmade stone by the Creator Himself. That wrote with his finger, with his own fire, his own wisdom, in the first time in the world. What Moshe Rabbeinu is doing with it? Now you're going to say Jewish are crazy? No, everyone believes in the Bible. Everyone believes in the Bible. Moshe Rabbeinu wasn't crazy at all. He taught all of us that we need to search for the real will of the Creator and not to fall into physicality, into the Torah, into the halachot, into the imaginations. You search for Hashem, search for the source, search for the truth that the King is good and there is nothing except of good in the world. And the world is coming to block the light. So fight and ignore the world. And don't listen to people, and don't listen to no one that rejects you from your inner faith, from your inner connection to the good, from your inner faith that it's all good, that it has to be good, that it cannot be so bad. It can't be like that. You're right, and they're all wrong. The doctors are wrong, the lawyers are wrong, the rabbis are wrong, everyone are wrong. You're right. If you find inside of yourself a higher connection than all of the rest of the connections that people are offering you, so start offering yours. You can get into the market. Nothing happened. It's allowed. There's no monopoly. How you say that? You can play. If you found something inside of yourself, and when you check, you say, hey, it's truth. It is written in the verses. Hashem is good. What can I say that He's not? It is. He is. So if you see it, you need to believe in yourself. And if you're going to believe in yourself, also you're going to have followers that are going to believe in you. Im ta'aminu ta'amenu. But if you will not going to believe in yourself, who's going to believe you? Can you sell something to someone if you don't believe in your product? You cannot. But when you believe in what that you see inside of yourself, that it's the real light of the King, that it's the real light, that that's the real will of the Creator, no judgment's gonna play no role in your life anymore. No role in your life anymore. No judgments. You're gonna be like David HaMelech. You can walk in the valley of death and not to be scared and not to be afraid, because you know that the Creator is with you. And you're not afraid from nothing, because nothing can separate you from the King except of your own imaginations if you're following them. If you're going to decide, if I'm going to decide that I will never going to drop the wheel, that I will always going to just push forward and going to ignore all of my fears, I'm going to ignore all of my foreign thoughts that are just distracting me from to believe in the Creator, in the kindness of the Creator, in the goodness, in the beauty, in the love. From to have confidence and to be brave, to have courage, to be strong. If I'm going to hold that, nothing in the world going to reject me. It depends in what you're focusing. If you're going to focus on the light going to open the path for you. Abotech b'Hashem chesed yesovevenu. The one that counts on Hashem, on the King is opening for them everything they need. He's surrounding them with kindness. It depends in your own will. In your own will. And if you see that your will is weak, so it's time to work on that. It's time to increase the will, to strengthen the will, to go and to talk about that with the King daily, every day, to tell Him, I want you, I want to want you, help me to want you more, I want you, help me to want you, I want to want you more, please help me to see you, help me to love you, help me to feel that you're with me, help me to understand how good you are, let me not to be confused from the imaginations of this world, even if I'm failing, even if I'm falling, even if I feel so bad, let me ignore those feelings. Let me be strong. Let me decide. Let me be consistent. Let me continue. Let me make another step. Give me the powers. Give me the strength. Give me the confidence. Give me success. Let me see you. You're gonna talk like that. You know where you're gonna head. You know what you're gonna achieve. Ain lo ra'ata Elokim zulatecha. No eye in the world gonna see what that you're gonna see. No eye. You're going to have your own private channel with the Creator. Only you and Him. Israel, the world Israel, you divide it in half. You have Yashar, El, straight God. That's it. You and Him. Yehudi, in the word Yehudi, you have Yud and Vav and K and Yud. It's all letters of name of Hashem. It's Yud K Vav K. You have the name of Hashem with you. And Dalet, it's a Dalet. It's a door. That's what you have. That's what you are. That's what you can become to be. An open door to the light of the Creator and nothing else. Just open up yourself. Just let it be. Just let Him illuminate from your soul, from your inner being, to reveal who that you are from inside. To know for sure that everything is good, that there is no bad in the world at all, at all, at all, at all. And all of the distractions and all of the confusions are just coming to test you. Because if you want to achieve something like we said in the beginning, and you're going to achieve it without vessels, means that you will not going to be worthy to achieve it. It won't count nothing for you. It won't be worthy for you to have it. It's just going to blind you. It's just going to be a disgrace for you that you achieve something without prayers, without sacrificing, without putting in effort. Kefum tzara agra. According to the effort, you're going to be rewarded. So you need to be happy to work hard. I'm happy to work hard. I'm happy. Even if you're killing yourself for Hashem all day long, doing nonsense for Hashem, whatever Hashem wants, who cares? Are you here for yourself, for your own success? How you want to be called, we're going to call you. Priest, how you want? Prophet, what do you want us to call you? We're going to call you. Admor, what do you want to achieve? Which name? We're going to call you the Admor. Oh, thank you, Admor, that you came to the class. Thank you. What do you want? The Prophet, a Navi. We're going to call you Navi. The Prophet, just listen to our Shiur. Thousands of prophets, just listen to a Shiur. What do you want? You want names, you want titles. What do you want? You want honor. What do you want? Why are you here? I'm here to expose Hashem. I'm here to expose the goodness of Hashem, the beauty of Hashem. I'm here to reveal, to ignore all darkness, to remove all curtains, to open all doors, all windows, just to throw myself into the light of Hashem with no fear at all. And if I'm afraid, like David HaMelech was afraid, I'm going to tell Hashem, I'm afraid. Give me courage. Let me be brave. Let me count on you. Let me know that no one can hurt me. Let me know that no one can harm me. That no one can touch me or what that belongs to me. That everything that I have is coming just from you. And that you're the only thing I have. And then you can serve. Then you can commit yourself in 100% and not 1% less. You can be glued to Hashem. Glued to Hashem. To keep the word Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid. Always to see Hashem in front of your eyes and not to see no one else. No women, no men, no mothers, no fathers, no children, no boss, no cops, no lawyers, no nothing. Only the King, only the Creator. With who? With me. Who am I? Whoever you are. With me. I have the King with me. Always. Always. Even if I'm going to go to the lowest of the lowest of the lowest places under hell, you're going to be there with me. It's a matter of a decision. You need to decide and to say it. Hashem, I choose you. I choose you. You have ice cream, you have Hashem. If you're going to eat the ice cream without Hashem, the ice cream going to damage you. If you're going to eat the ice cream with Hashem, it's going to give you life. You need to remember Hashem when you eat your ice cream. No one told you not to eat ice cream. Just remember the king that you're eating in front of him, that you want to honor him while you're eating ice cream. You're right? You're not going to swallow that ice cream like you used to before. It's going to take you a little bit longer. You're going to use a spoon or whatever. You're going to think about what you're doing. But it's going to give you life. It will bring you up and not going to bring you down. Because the Creator, He created physicality. And physicality, it steps. And you can use it. And you have to use it. And you have to use whatever tools Hashem gave you to get closer and closer to Him, no matter what, no matter where you are. So you have to eat. And you have to drink. And you have to sleep. And you have to sit and you have to walk. So you have to have shoes and you have to buy pants and shirts. And you have to drink, so you have to have cups and plates and forks and knives and tables and lamps because you want to learn Torah. You have to have a house. But you need to have all of those lishma, for Hashem. You can achieve it if you're going to decide, I want to remember Him. בכל דרכיך דאהו, והוא יישר אורחותיך. In all of the ways that He is leading you, just know Him. And He's going to straight up the path for you, that you're always going to walk straight to the purpose. And you're going to achieve your goal. And what's your goal? To know Hashem. To know Hashem and to let everyone know Hashem with me. Because if I'm going to know Him alone, it's not fun. It's fun only when everyone are happy. If someone is sitting outside and he's sad, it's not a real party. It's not fun. Only when everyone are happy. Only when everyone are dancing. Only when everyone are praising the King. Only then it's a party. Only then it's fun. Only then the righteous people will dance. As long as there are people sitting outside, sad and depressed and broken and poor and sick, the righteous people are not dancing. The righteous people are not dancing. They're walking and finding another one and bringing him back into the herd, into the group, and helping him to take himself seriously and to start seeing his good points that he's got inside of himself and taking care of himself. And they help him to wash his hands and to wash his face and to wear clean clothes and start putting tefillin and keeping Shabbos and to eat something kosher that calls food. And they let him drink from the water of the Torah. Righteous people are going to dance only when the last person going to be inside the party. Only then. They're going to be the ones that they're the ones that are opening the gates. They're going to be the ones that are going to close the gates. The tzaddik, the righteous man, he's standing in the gate. And he's the one that holds the gates of tshuva open. And he's the one that is doing tshuva for Am Yisrael. That Am Yisrael also going to be able to enter into the gates of tshuva. And if he is not doing tshuva for us, we're not able to enter in that gate. We don't have the power to hold that gate open. He's holding it open with his tshuva. Why? Because he's not moving nowhere. He could be inside dancing. He could be on the front stage with all of the rabbis, with all of the important people. He could do that. But he chose differently. He chose to say, Betoch ami anochi yoshevet. I'm with my people. I'm sitting with them. I'm outside now. No, we're still chatting. We're still talking. But there's a party. Everyone are learning Torah. Yeah, but I'm with the guys here outside. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care about his Bitul Torah. He cares. He doesn't like Bitul Torah. He rather to learn Torah. But you cannot learn Torah when the brothers are dying, when the sisters are dying. You cannot learn Torah. How can you focus? Ribono shel olam, how can you focus? How can you focus in learning Torah? That's something I cannot understand, I'm sorry. How can you learn? I don't understand it. I wish, I want. I'm opening a lot of books every day. I cannot focus. I cannot focus. There's always something more important than to learn Torah. And it's halakha. I'm not making up. It's halakha. When you have the situation of pikuach nefesh, you're not allowed to learn Torah. We're not in a kot shel bet rabban. We're building Bet HaMikdash now. We're saving people. We're saving people. On every video, on every class that we're uploading. Yesterday I just said to myself, you know what, I want to check what's the speed, how many people are watching. I checked a video that went up 3-4 hours ago. Already 48 people saw that class. 48 people in 3-4 hours. I'm saying to myself, you're not allowed to rest for a minute. If in 3 hours 50 people saw the class, what's going on here? And it's still nothing, because we know that we haven't even started yet. And every one of us, wake up! Each and every one of us can give the same classes that I'm giving. You think you're not able. But who am I? Who am I to give those classes? I know it's amazing classes. I hear them also with you. It's amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. It's light of Hashem. You cannot talk like that. You cannot talk from the heart. You cannot say what you think. You cannot share from your life experience. What am I talking about? I'm talking about simple life. You cannot talk on your life. You cannot talk about your brothers, about your sisters. Everything is moving. The world is shaking. You can. Just you don't believe in yourself. So wake up. Start believing in yourself. Hafatza, distribution, expanding the light to the sides. That's what Hashem done. Hashem, He removed everything to the sides, made an empty space, Chalal Panui, and into that empty place, He just sent a beam of light into the center of emptiness and just started to spread the light to the sides. And He said to the world, stop. He stopped somewhere. If He wouldn't stop, the Geulah was coming. He would fill the emptiness with light. So He stopped. For what? That we're going to complete the creation. That we're going to call Him and going to invite Him to come back. And with every blessing we're bringing down more sparks. And with every mitzvah we're bringing down more light and more light. And we keep on expanding the creation of the King until the complete redemption, until the salvation, the Geulah, Beis HaMikdash, and everything is wonderful. No death, no sicknesses, no poverty, no troubles, no angers, no fears, no anxieties. That's it. Only beauty. In who it depends? In us. In how much light we're going to bring down to this world. So you find yourself in the lowest places, in the most darkness places? Great! It's the best parties over there. Bring the light into the darkness. Illuminate the darkness. Thank you very much. Chazak u'baruch.